Hello and welcome back, dear students. This video is in continuation with the previous video where we have discussed chapter number 4, The Grandfather Learns to Read, written by Karen Beth Luckett. In the previous video, we have discussed that how grandfather's inability to read made him sad. Although he was successful at farming and tending of animals, as well as we have seen how sensitive the joy the grandson towards the need of grandfather. Today we are going to start page number 22 from the bottom last paragraph. The next day was Sunday. Joy and his grandfather always took a walk into the town on that day to attend church. A day before prayer Sunday, they went for a grocery shop and they went for a shopping, and we find that the grandfather was not able to read the labels on the product on the cans, and he was upset and he came out of the grocery store angrily. Next Sunday, he's talking about next Sunday, Joy and his grandfather always took a walk into town on that day to attend church, and on that day they went to attend a church. Joy stopped at the library to look through some books while his grandfather went down the street to talk with his old friends. On the way, he had some work to the library, so he went to the library, and his grandfather, he was talking to his old friends. He was unhappy. Who? The Joy. Why? Because he knew his grandfather couldn't even read the street signs. So again, the one more quality of Joy, that how sensitive, how emotional, how loving towards his grandfather, that he again feels unhappy because his grandfather was not able to read the street signs. Next, page number 23, first paragraph. Going into the library, Joy saw a sign on the library wall. It read, "Do you know somebody who doesn't read? We can help. Just call this number." So here, while going to library, Joy found something very good. It was written on the wall of library that if you know somebody who could not read, we can help that person. You have to call this number. When his grandfather returned to the library, Joy showed the sign to him. Somebody can teach you how to read. It says so right here. It has been written on the wall. Joy explained, and he jotted the number down and they hurried home. Joy, he noted down the number and they went back to home. Several days later, grandfather put on his best suit of clothes for his first day of school. So they might have called over there, and after the appointment has been fixed, he has decided to go to the school, and he has dressed himself in a best of his attire. He arrived at the library an hour early. He was very excited that he reached to the library to get his first class 1 hour early. During that first class, he was so worried and nervous that he couldn't concentrate. It was the first class and he started the class very late, so he was not able to concentrate. He wouldn't remember anything the teacher said. After so long, he started his studying. Like he was the grandfather, he was around the age of 50 or 60. So he was feeling so helpless and he could not remember anything on the first day of his class. A few weeks later, grandfather was studying when he looked up at the Joy and said, "I am too old to learn all of this." He closed the book in frustration. So here, grandfather found it difficult to cope up with the situations. We can say to cope up with the studies, and because the reason is he was a late starter. "Oh, grandfather, don't get discouraged," Joy said. Joy encouraged his grandfather, and he said, don't disappoint yourself and don't dishearten. Just hold on. How about letting me help you?" Here, Joy is trying to help grandfather personally. Joy asked grandfather, didn't want to seem ungrateful. Joy asked, then grandfather, who did not want to seem ungrateful, unthankful to Joy, he said, "Thanks, Joy. I'm sure that would be a big help. Joy, it will be a great help if you help me." They studied together and worked hard on grandfather's lesson every day. Joy took over all the chores Given Give his grandfather more time to study, he told his grandfather he could study in his room where it could be quieter and the phone wouldn't interrupt him. So what we can say that here Joy offered personally his help to his grandfather in studying well to understand the context well. So what he said to grandfather, he has offered his own room so that he can study over there without any disturbance, as well as he took all the grandfather's chores, household chores, whatever he was helping somewhere. He took all the chores himself, as well as he's given the room, and he don't want to interrupt the grandfather with the phone, so has given him his own room for study. Months later, his grandfather called Joy into his room. Joy, he said, I just got a letter from Aunt Helen. He said to his grandson Joy that I got a letter from your Aunt Helen. Let me read it to you. Surprisingly, grandfather is saying, let me read it for you. As grandfather read, he pronounced each word very slowly, and tears came to his eyes as he was a late starter and he was just at the initial stage of learning. So he read every word very slowly, and as he was reading, tears rolled down from his eyes. He became emotional. At last he was able to read. So next page number 24. When Joy's grandfather had finished reading the letter, Joy was crying too. When the grandfather he finished with the letter, he has read the letter, even Joy became emotional. He started crying. He was so proud of his grandfather for overcoming a lifelong obstacle. He was so proud, he was proud on his grandfather while overcoming a lifelong hurdle, that his chest felt as though it was about to burst with joy. He was feeling extremely happy. Joy was feeling extremely happy for his grandfather. Grandfather looked up from the page and looked his tears-filling eyes with joy. Grandfather, said Joy, smiling, great job. Well done, grandfather, you have read. I'm so proud of you. Grandfather smiled back, and then he broke into a grin. Then the Joy, he smiled a wide grin, a big smile, so wide that Joy knew grandfather was proud of himself too. And he knew it very well. He is not only proud on grandfather, even the grandfather also proud him himself. So we can see that how grandfather overcome his lifelong obstacle with the help and the cooperation of Joy, as well as his own diligence, his own persistent effort. He has overcome his lifelong obstacle, and finally he can read. So, dear students, even you all can overcome your lifelong hurdles while your diligence, your own diligence, your persistence, your patience, you can win any battle in life. It's never late. I hope you must have understood this chapter. Let's discuss the question and answers. Very first question is, why was grandfather looking glum when he came into the kitchen? The answer will be because grandfather couldn't read. Second question is, why couldn't grandfather read? Tell me. Because grandfather had to take care of the farm and tending of the animals. That is why he was not able to read. When he was young, he was going to the farm. Third, why did grandfather stomp out of the grocery store? Stomp out, well, that means he came angrily out of the grocery store because he wasn't able to read the labels on the cans. Now next is, what gave Joy the idea that grandfather could also learn how to read? What gave the idea to Joy that grandfather can learn to read? There was a sign on the library wall, right? That encouraged Joy that grandfather also can read. Next is, how did Joy feel about grandfather's achievement? Joy felt very proud and very happy. Next question is, what was the grandfather's experience on the very first day learning? How was his experience? We can answer that like he was worried and anxious. He could not remember anything on the first day of his school. Second question is, How did Joy help his grandfather? Joy helped his grandfather. He offered to help him personally, as well as he took over all the household chores, offered him his own room so that he can study without any disturbance. Even he himself worked on grandfather's lesson. This is how Joy helped grandfather. Next is, what was the final result of grandfather's persistent effort? He could read. At last, he could read the Aunt Helen's letter. Next is, how could grandfather overcome the lifelong obstacle of his inability to read? Grandfather overcome his lifelong hurdle with the cooperation of Joy, as well as his own desire to learn, his own diligence, his own hard work. He was able to overcome his lifelong obstacle. I hope you must have understood. Thank you and have a nice day.